Well, health and fitness update here. I tell you, if I was on steroids on this diet, going to the gym 5 days a week, I'd be ripped. I mean, I'm pretty stacked right now where I'm at, but I would be absolutely jacked and veins popping out everywhere if I were to take some steroids. But I'm not into that. So I'm just getting my diet right and exercise to the point where I can maximize my aesthetic, I guess, and health. It's for health and it's for looks, so it's a little bit of both. I want my body to look right. I also want to feel right and have the most energy as possible and be able to do all the things that I like doing. So here's a little bit of an update. I am cutting down a little bit on protein shakes. I realized that I was over consuming the protein, which just turns into carbs, I believe, if you have too much of it. And I was having like 200 something grams of protein a day, and it's really high in cholesterol. And so I thought I should cut down on that. So I basically half the amount of protein shakes that I'm doing so that I'm under the daily recommended cholesterol intake. And I got to consider that I'm eating other foods too. So just want to stay healthy. Don't want to increase my cholesterol. That's one of the worst things that you can, deal with. So there's that. Staying on the chicken and the eggs and the tuna, salad, fruits for the most part. I need more salmon in my life. It's just a little bit pricier, but I do love salmon as well. It's one of my favorite kind of fishes. I love it smoked. It's kind of like a little cheat snack that I'll get every once in a while. As far as cooking, I use extra virgin olive oil. There's no butter at all in like anything that I cook, and I very rarely use margarine for anything. So I'll either just use the water from the food itself, which works a lot of the time, or I'll just use olive oil. Of course, you got to just season the stuff to give it flavor. It doesn't need to be like buttery mess every time. I don't understand why people need that. And it's an addiction thing. Like, you work through that. For milk, I don't drink dairy milk at all. There's no cheese in my diet. I cut out cheese. I do oat milk. So that's been pretty good. I use that with my protein shakes. And I pretty much am on no dairy, but I do have Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt, and then I'll add fruit to that. I used to add granola, but I've cut out granola. I don't do bread. I don't buy bread or muffins, bagels, cake, cookies, or granola. No, like none of that carb stuff. I do have cheat meals. Like especially when I'm with family. I mean, just in a recent video, I showed that I was eating some strawberry shortcake. So clearly, that's a cheat day. When I was at the festival with my mom, kind of like enjoying our time together. And so yeah, I'll definitely have my cheat meals. I'm not just like sticking to this no matter what. But it's pretty much, I don't buy any of this stuff, and I would only come across it like at work or going out to events or at a family function. So it's like limiting your exposure to these kind of things is step number one. And yeah, so to continue on, I do have cheat meals, yeah, but I'm not putting any sweetener in coffee now. I was doing stevia. I'm not even doing that anymore. Not putting honey in my tea, just having it straight. So that's just reducing my sugar. I don't do chips. I cut out the chips. I should mention that I do like eating potatoes and onions as part of my diet too. So like, yeah, like the meats that I mentioned and eggs, and then fruits and vegetables. Also potatoes and onions. I do eat a decent amount of that. So I'll make like oven fries, and I get my satisfaction of chips or like baked potatoes from that, or like I need some potato. I'm a potato, come from a potato people. So it's sort of like I get cravings. Like I get cravings for fish too, for potatoes. And so I got to handle that. But no ice cream. I cut out ice cream as well. It's really sad. Almost as sad as cutting out beef, right? Like steaks and burgers. Had to lose the ice cream. Yep, no deli meats, no frozen meals, and like I said, no roids. If I did, I would be absolutely ripped out of my mind. But no drinking, no smoking, cigs. Have an occasional yart, but that's very occasional, and I don't buy them really. And it sort of goes without saying that I don't really have fast food, but fast food is just junk for real. I don't consume that, don't recommend it. It's just gross. So no fast food, no juice, no pop. I guess I have juice, like I'll squeeze fresh fruit into water and then that'll be juice. Or sometimes I use those little squirt B12 things, but for the most part, nope, no juice, absolutely no pop. Or I'll have one like as a treat sometimes, not gonna lie. The cravings die down, kind of like the point that I wanted to make with this is the cravings for some of this stuff died down. Like when I quit smoking and drinking, it was extremely difficult to obviously avoid doing those things. And it's similar to these different types of unhealthy foods. It's just stop eating them, avoid them, and eventually you'll sort of get over it. The cravings die down like they do with drinking and smoking. I think a lot of people say sugar is like a drug too, and I've said that in the past, and it is. But it's not just the sugar, it's also the fat, it's the carbs, it's these other things that aren't necessarily healthy for you. Like, for instance, I didn't think I was going to get over the Wisconsin frozen pizza addiction. That's a big thing around here, frozen pizzas. We have aisles full of frozen pizzas at the grocery store. I think some people are shocked at how much we have. But it's just been a part of my life for so long, and I got used to it, and it was sort of a family night thing, like having a pizza and watching a movie or whatever. But yeah, I've got through that, and I think that anyone can do it. It just effort levels will be higher or lower depending on who you are and what your metabolism is like. But my metabolism isn't perfect either, and I put on weight around the belly and the butt, like on the back of the arms and neck. Like I get fat places when I don't eat right, so it's not like I don't notice or I can eat whatever I want. That's not true at all. It's just an excuse fat people make when they see someone who's fit and who's putting forth effort into their health. So don't be one of those people. I'm really excited. There's only more to come. Yeah, wishing the best for everyone else's health and fitness journey, because it is truly something that'll enrich your life and make it better.